Basement frequencies.
Rain tapping on the fire escape.
Frequencies.
4th floor walk up. Soul Chords in apartment 9. Soul Chords in the apartment 9. Good. I remember climbing stairs after a long hard day. The city on my shoulders and my thoughts far away. Then the warm electric piano started to play. Soul Chords in apartment 9. Stay the hallway, light flicker with the golden glow. While melodies floated soft and slow, like they understood things I didn't know. Soul Chords in apartment 9 flow. Boombap dreams woke beneath those harmonies. Soulful progressions carried through the breeze, turning tight nights into memories. Soul Chords in apartment 9 keys. Soul Chords in apartment 9 underneath gray skies. Every scar, every struggle still alive tonight. From the darkness to the dreams we attempt to find.
Soul Chords in apartment 9.
Life. Soul Chords in apartment 9. While the rain moves slow, every note, every memory from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow.
Soul Chords in apartment 9.
Bro, nobody knew the musician behind that door. Just that every evening they gave the building more. A little peace when life became a war. Soul Chords in apartment 9. Pause. Some nights it sounded like Curtis on the line. Other nights like Stevie teaching stars to shine. Every progression felt perfectly timed. Soul Chords in apartment 9 divined outside. The avenue shimmered after rain inside. The music softened all the pain, making every struggle feel temporary again. Soul Chords in apartment 9 remain. Now every verse I write got those nights attached. Dim hallways and memories in the tracks. Even though the years move painfully fast. Soul Chords in apartment 9 live. Soul Chords in apartment 9 underneath gray skies. Every scar, every struggle still alive tonight. From the darkness to the dreams we attempt to find.
Soul Chords in apartment 9.
Life. Soul Chords in apartment 9. While the rain moves slow, every note, every memory from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow.
Soul Chords in apartment 9.
Bro, a few piano keys, a quiet apartment, the city trying to sleep, and somehow
the whole building
felt understood. Yeah,
the record stopped.
the rain moved on,
The years disappeared.
but late at night,
I still hear those chords
floating through the hallway.
from apartment 9.
Basement frequencies.
Soul Chords in apartment 9. Soul Chords. Basement frequencies. Soul Chords in apartment 9.
Yeah. Basement frequencies. Bell above the front door. Dust in the afternoon sunlight. The record store on Linden Street. Yeah. Yo, the record store on Linden Street stood between yesterday and now. A place where dreamers disappear for hours somehow. Every shelf held a story waiting to be found. The record store on Linden Street sound. I remember pushing through the old glass door. The smell of vinyl and cardboard hit me like before. Rows of records stretching from floor to floor. The record store on Linden Street more. The owner knew every album by heart and name. Could tell you where it came from and why it mattered the same. Like music wasn't business but an eternal flame. The record store on Linden Street frame. Boom bap drums hidden inside forgotten soul LPs. Jazz records whispered through decades of history. Every crate held possibility. The record store on Linden Street. The record store on Linden Street underneath gray skies. Every groove, every memory still alive tonight. From the classics to the dreams we attempt to find. The record store on Linden Street. Like the record store on Linden Street. While the years move slow, every beat, every record from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. The record store on Linden Street. Grow. Yeah, Saturday afternoons felt like treasure hunts there. Digging through dusty crates with hope in the air. Looking for a record nobody knew was rare. The record store on Linden Street care. I found summer soundtracks buried deep in the stacks. Lost jazz sessions and forgotten boombap tracks. Pieces of history hidden in the cracks. The record store on Linden Street facts. Outside, the city kept changing every year. New buildings rose while old landmarks disappeared. But inside that shop, the past remained near. The record store on Linden Street clear. Now every verse I write got those days attached. Vinyl dust and memories in the trash. Even though the years move painfully fast, the record store on Linden Street laughs. The record store on Linden Street underneath gray skies. Every groove, every memory still alive tonight. From the classics to the dreams we attempt to find. The record store on Linden Street. The record store on Linden Street. While the years move slow, every beat, every record from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. The record store on Linden Street. A record store, a wooden crate, 100 lifetimes on a shelf. Some people saw old albums, I saw entire worlds. Yeah, the sign eventually faded, the neighborhood changed, but in my mind, that little shop is still there. The bell's still ringing, the record's still spinning, the dream's still alive. Basement frequencies. The record store on Linden Street. The record store on Linden Street. Yeah. Basement frequencies. Dust in the sunlight. A forgotten record on the shelf. The needle found another memory. The needle found another memory hidden deep inside the groove. A moment from another lifetime, waiting to be moved. One crackle in the whole room changed its mood. The needle found another memory true. I remember pulling records from a dusty wooden crate, searching for a feeling I can never quite explain. Then the needle touched down and opened up a gate. The needle found another memory late. A soul singer's voice drifted softly through the room like a photograph returning from the fog of June. Every note carried pieces of an old afternoon. The needle found another memory soon. Boom bap drums emerged beneath the static hiss, bringing back forgotten names I used to miss. Funny how a record can remember all the days. The needle found another memory bliss. The needle found another memory underneath gray skies. Every scar, every struggle still alive tonight. From the darkness to the dreams we attempt to find. The needle found another memory. Life. The needle found another memory while the rain moves slow. Every beat, every moment from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. The needle found another memory. Grow. It found old summers on the basketball court. Late night bus rides and conversations short. Dreams we carry when the future seemed enormous. The needle found another memory for us. It found laughter floating through apartment 9. Jazz from the corner room after closing time. Street lights reflecting where the rain would shine. The needle found another memory mine. Outside, the city kept moving as always. New faces walking down familiar pathways. But inside the music folded time in strange ways. The needle found another memory stage. Now every verse I write got those nights attached. Dusty records and reflections in the tracks. Even though the years move painfully fast, the needle found another memory. The needle found another memory underneath gray skies. Every scar, every struggle still alive tonight. From the darkness to the dreams we attempt to find. The needle found another memory. Life. The needle found another memory while the rain moves slow. Every beat, every moment from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. The needle found another memory. Grow. A crackle, a melody, a voice from years ago. Sometimes memories don't disappear, they just wait inside the groove. Yeah. The record kept spinning, the rain kept falling, and somewhere between the first note and the last, another piece of the past came home. Basement frequency, the needle found another memory. Basement frequencies.
The needle found another memory.
Yeah. Basement frequencies. Sunday afternoon light. Turntable finally silent. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Dust settling it on the record sleeve like snow upon the years. Covering no memories, laughter, hopes, and tears. Every album on the shelf still whispering in my ears. Dust settling on the record sleeve appears. I remember finding it in the corner of the room, behind forgotten notebooks in the way to June. The soundtrack from another lifetime's tune. Dust settling on the record sleeve bloom. The cover art was faded from 1,000 plays. Fingerprints and coffee stains from younger days. Every mark carries stories time couldn't erase. Dust settling on the record sleeve grace. Boom bap drums slept quietly beneath the dust. Soulful samples waiting patiently for trust. Proof that some things survive because they must. Dust settling on the record sleeve rust. Dust settling on the record sleeve underneath gray skies. Every scar, every struggle still alive tonight. From the darkness to the dreams we attempt to find. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Dust settling on the record sleeve while the years move slow. Every groove, every memory from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Grow. The apartment felt quieter than it used to be. No late night visitors, no endless cups of tea. Just records standing guard beside old memories. Dust settling on the record sleeve. See, I pulled the album down and brushed the years away. Placed it on the turntable like an old friend came. And the first crackle instantly brought back yesterday. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Stayed outside, rain tapped softly on the window glass. Inside the music made the decades overlap. Suddenly the past didn't feel so far back. Dust settling on the record sleeve attached. Now every verse I write got those moments attached. Old vinyl, the memories in the tracks. Even though the years move painfully fast. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Dust settling on the record sleeve underneath gray skies. Every scar, every struggle still alive tonight. From the darkness to the dreams we attempt to find. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Dust settling on the record sleeve while the years move slow. Every groove, every memory from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Grow. A little dust, a little time, a little history on every shelf. Sometimes the music waits for the right night to come alive again. Yeah. People think dust means something's forgotten, but sometimes it means something that survived, waiting quietly for the needle to drop. Basement frequencies. The dust settling on the record sleeve. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Dust settling on the record sleeve. Yeah. Basement frequencies.
Dusty record shop.
Sunlight through the front window. Yeah. Crates full of forgotten summers. Glow, 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 glow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crates full of forgotten summers. Crates for the forgotten summers, line the walls in rows. Holding songs from years and places only vinyl knows. Every sleeve carries stories buried deep below. Crates full of forgotten summers glow. I remember digging through them on a Saturday afternoon. Dust floating through the air beneath the light of June. Searching for a feeling hidden in an old tune. Crates full of forgotten summers bloom. Some records smell like addicts and old wooden floors. Others traveled halfway round the world before. Each one holding memories worth searching for. Crates full of forgotten summers more. Boom bap dreams slept inside those dusty grooves, waiting for a producer with something to prove. Every crackle carried history and truth. Crates full of forgotten summers move. Crates full of forgotten summers underneath blue skies. Every laugh, every heartbreak still alive tonight. From the golden days to the dreams we left behind. Crates full of forgotten summers. Like crates full of forgotten summers. Why the years move slow. Every beat, every memory from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. Crates full of forgotten summers. I found a record that sounded like July in the park. Basketball games lasting until after dark. Street lights coming on while the sky lost its spark. Crates full of forgotten summers mark. Another album carried the sound of ocean wind. Road trips with old friends who never came again. Memories spinning somewhere beneath the skin. Crates full of forgotten summers begin outside. The city changed with every passing year. Old stores disappeared and new ones appeared. But inside those crates the past stayed near. Crates full of forgotten summers clear. Now every verse I write got those days attached. Sun faded memories hidden in the tracks. Even though the years move painfully fast. Crates full of forgotten summers last. Crates full of forgotten summers underneath blue skies. Every laugh, every heartbreak still alive tonight. From the golden days to the dreams we left behind. Crates full of forgotten summers. Like crates full of forgotten summers. While the years move slow. Every beat, every memory from long ago. From the pressure to the soul underneath the glow. Crates full of forgotten summers grow. A dusty crate, a faded album, a season you thought was gone. Sometimes all it takes is one record to bring it back. Yeah, the summer's faded, the years roll by.
The music stayed, but the music stayed.
Waiting patiently
Between the sleeves, like a time machine.
hidden inside a record crate.
Basement frequencies.
Crates full of forgotten summers.
Basement frequencies.
Yeah. Yeah. Basement frequencies.